secure them in their homes so that they could not go out and transmit the disease. Mahirap kasi itong COVID-19 is even the mere contact of the skin. And if you do not take the precautionary measures, then you will get it and you will die. Ang ano ko sa mga kababayan ko, baka na minamaliit ninyo yung problema at contact kayo ng contact and suddenly sabay-sabay itong puputok, then we will have a problem. Talagang problema ito. So, whether or not it is severe or it is just a minor, maybe not as really as serious as the other medical crisis noon, we are put on notice that it is really dangerous for now. There's danger. So, kayo, if you want to test the waters and end up getting sick, well, kasi ang sinasabi namin, huwag kayong magdumabas muna ng bahay. I understand that the workers who are working in Manila or outside in Manila, residing outside but working inside, just the same, you continue to spread the disease by saliva, contact, and everything. So, kung hindi kayo magtulong, medyo mahirapan tayo dito pagka baka sabay-sabay puputok to. The problem is really economy. Yung sanang mga malalaking enterprises dito, maybe you can consider paying the 30-month pay or just paying them baski kalahati sa sweldo nila kung walang trabaho, as a way of showing your solidarity with the Filipino at this critical time. Or food. Ito namang food, si Rudy will have to go around yung mga ano siguro role, can utilize all vehicles of government available. You just go around and maybe asking if there is somebody starving or in need of food. What I would like to assure you, ang ano dito is saan kami kukuha ng pagkain pag hindi kami lumalabas. Now, it behoves upon the barangay captain. Ito mga barangay captain, makinig kayo. This is a mandatory duty. It does not have to have a law because the proclamation itself suggests that there is really a need for you to work with government. And if you violate this, then you can be liable for the reduction of duty or other regulatory measures which you are supposed to do and do not do it, and then you violate it. The barangay captain should call a number and at least food, rice and some yung ulam, pwede ninyong ibigay sana para sa ating mga kababayan. Now, I have been assured by Ramon Ang mismo of San Miguel and the other food conglomerates that there will be sufficient food, that there will be no hunger in the coming weeks because we have enough supplies. I was assured in a text, I forgot who got, sino yung may text? Sa aid ko. Nandyan sa iyo. Bong, pakibasa mo ng Bong. I would like to ask Senator Go to read the statement of Ramona. Gratitude publicly to Mr. Ramon Ang for his good grasp of the problem. Kung nakuha niya. It's not a matter of food, it's not a matter of getting back your capital, it's not a matter of business, but it's a matter of helping one another. Mukhang it leaves a bad taste in the mouth, but and I'd like to mention the big companies. Yung malaala ko lang, we have our I know that meron tayong undercurrent, but that is not a personal one for you and for me, but it's one for the people. It was an issue of people's interest. But I'd like to address yung mga mayayaman. Like for example, well, ikaw, Pangilinan, and the Ayalas, and sila Quezon sa itong mga big companies, Robinsons. You might be able really to alleviate the situation by just understanding also the plight of the workers who are not working now and lawfully are not really in a position to demand. But I said, kayo na lang umiintindi, and if you try to help, kindly tumulong na lang kayo. I will designate somebody after this meeting because there will be changes in the structure. Hindi naman nagbago. Hindi ang structure lang ng task force. So, with that, may I be allowed to just read my speech or my talk with the people of the Republic of the Philippines. My dear countrymen, as of 9 p.m. today, the confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the Philippines has risen to 140, with a death toll of 12. Still low. It is a figure that is rising day by day beyond our borders, and the whole world has been shaken by the spread of this disease. At first, it was China and the East Asian region, which is still in the midst of a crisis as we speak. But now, according to the World Health Organization, the epicenter has shifted to Europe. Wala rin tayong magawa. Alam mo, we want to do business, we want to make money, we want to move, but there is no interaction now, and there is no trade to speak of, and there are no flights going out, in, and for you to do business. In other words, if you go there, you are alone. And please understand that we are talking to you honestly and in good faith. To address this crisis, I place the entire country under a state of public health emergency. And that is why mayors now can go ahead and issue not really ordinances, but executive orders to make the environment of their municipality more conducive to a healing process. Hindi mo na kailangan ng mag-convene ka pa ng government, city council, because with this public health emergency, you can, as the mayor responsible to execute the laws of the land, the ordinance plus the laws of the national government. So, hindi mo na kailangan dito na maghingi pa kayo, maghintay pa kayo ng, because I've read somewhere, or maybe I've heard it over the TV, radio, na yung ibang munisipyo naghihintay pa. With this emergency, hindi na po kailangan. Just go ahead and the mayor will do it for us. Para walang, let me get to, para wala masyadong rokos, walang debate, isa lang, one line lang ngayon, mayor lang muna. And he can come up with any measure to protect public health, public interest, public order, public safety, and whatever is needed to make life more livable in your place. As long as you are in good faith. Sa akin, no, hindi na kailangan. I don't know, there's always a smart elect in this country. Just for example, meron dalawa kaagad sinasabi, they go to the opposite side by saying, yung mga polis, hindi kayo pwedeng maaresto kasi gano'n. You know, you don't have to say that. Ano mo lang, you'd encourage people to assert something na kunting bagay lang, magipag-away sa pulis. Correct. You cannot be arrested if you are out. But if you are advised to go home and you grapple with the police with words and ultimately it comes to dalhin ka sa stasyon for a public disturbance or disobedience to a lawful authority, pwede ka talagang dalhin sa istasyon. At kung dumaban ka sa pulis, it is a direct assault. But itong may mga dalawa kasing para marinig lang. Sabi na hindi kayo dapat nang hulihin ng pulis. Ang problema, because you are confronted. In our ordinary times, there is really no need to be talking about it publicly just to be heard. Para lang marinig ka ng tao, makiksaw-saw ka. Ayaw mo magpaiwan sa mga isyo, so gusto mong sumali rin para marinig ka, meron akong contribution. Ito yan, ha. Huwag mong ganunin ang tao. Just say, obey. Kung sabihin mo, hindi ka pwedeng hulihin, hindi ka pwedeng, and then you are advised, and you become a hothead, makipagtulakan ka sa pulis, kung sabihin ka dito ka magdaan, dito ka, huwag kang pumunta dyan, because you are not allowed, there is now a ban. Tapos, upon the advice of this, mga tao talaga na ayaw pahuli. Alam na mga tao, bright kayo. At alam ninyo, bright kayo. Mga tao lang pati kayo. Hindi kami kasali. You you seem to give a, a side comment that is not good. Instead of saying na hindi ang pulis, sabihin mo, sumunod kayo sa mga pulis because ang pulis kumukuha ng order dito sa itaas. Kami naman, ako sa itaas, ayaw ko. I hate it. Ayaw ko makipag-ano sa kapwa ako tao. But the problem is there is a crisis. So you have to obey. Hindi naman sila eh. Hindi naman sila maging presidente. Hindi naman sila sinabi sa batas na sila ang magdala ng laro dito. Pagkapanahon ng ganito, it's the executive department. So, better if you give an order, make it milder and more acceptable and not cause a parang mairita yung mga police pati military na sabihin mo na ganun. But, hindi naman kayo. It's not you. It is the military commanders that they will obey. Remember, this is an emergency. And during an emergency, tumabi kayong lahat and give it to the people who are responsible for protecting the country, alleviating the suffering, and enforcing public order. Starting to address this crisis, I placed the entire country under a state of public health emergency. Ito nga po, kasali na ang mga mayor dito. No need of an ordinance. Go ahead and enforce the laws that are laid down by the national government and the laws that are already in the penal statutes, in the book, and made the pronouncement last Thursday approving the placement of the National Capital Region under community quarantine. Itong other countries, because of the sensitivity of the Filipinos, maraming kasi, hindi magkaintindihan ang task force. They wanted it more acceptable sa libro lang man, but actually in other countries, it's really a lockdown. So, dito muna tayo, paano natin mapigilan ang contagion? Kung sige kayo labas ng labas, tapos you mingle with others, makita mo naman the crowded queues that are being created by ang gustong sumakay. No. Whether you like it or not, you have to be near people. And there will be contact as a consequence. So you cannot avoid people-to-people contact, the very thing that we are not allowing because it will spread the disease. Kung maaari lang po, stay home, and for the businesses, pagka lumala ito, sa bagay, day-to-day ang conference, tignan natin, pag lumalala ito, you better close down your business. That's an order. Because you will also help in propagating the disease instead of helping. Yan ang order ko sa inyo. Starting yesterday, what has been in effect has been a general quarantine, which allows the substantial freedom of movement within NCR and even allows the transit of people to and from the NCR for purposes of work and other essential services. Kaya ngayon, pupunta ka doon sa trabaho mo, halos whether you like it or not, it's a working place, you are there. Pag inatsi ka, makuha ng lumilipad yung the virus. Sabi nila, yung virus, kinokorek ako. I would like to pronounce it, kasi galit ako. Sabi ko, saan itong virus na ito? So, ganoon na lang, ang tawag ko sa kanya, kasi galit ako, virus. Well, lumilipad dyan everywhere, especially in cramped and not well-ventilated places. So you run the risk of going home, giving it to your children, and then your children the next day will play with other children. We cannot really control the contagion perfectly. We want it to be perfect, but there will be the downsides. Food, yung isa. Yung isa naman yung sweldo ninyo. Kaya kung nakikiusap sa malalaking negosyo, magtulong na lang kayo at yung mga suppliers ng dito sa mga sari-sari na manggaling sa inyo, kindly help so that there is at least a economy working around. Kung if this can be done by your skeletal force. Huwag yung lahat, yung mag-assign lang kayo ng mga tao na kukunti to minimize at least kung ilan lang ang lalabas with the social distancing, baka mapababaan natin itong delikado na sitwasyon. Isa naman, we have the DSWD under General Bautista. Siya yung mag-ikot through the barangay captains. Barangay captains, you have mabigat itong trabaho ninyo ngayon. Pareho tayo. I am not saying that you should work also. No, you are mandated to work. So, dito, ang para isang linya lang, General Bautista, o si Secretary Bautista, nag-retire na ito. Pagkakilala ko si General, matagal na kasi. General Bautista will have his people go around and look for people who are hungry. And that is the job of the mayor. Kasi ikaw yung mayor ng barangay mo, ikaw ang maghanap para isang tumbok lang ang gobyerno. And we can give the help necessary. I hope I have made myself clear on this. However, upon further study of worldwide trends and measures and the need of extreme caution during such time as this, I have come to the conclusion that stricter measures are necessary. For this reason, pursuant to my powers as President under the Constitution and Republic Act 11332, I am placing the entire mainland of Luzon under quarantine until April 12, 2020, coinciding with the entire end of the Holy Week. So pati na ang Luzon, kasi sa ibang lugar may pumuputok na. And since we do not have the luxury of time of waiting whether or not it is really true or validating that there is really such a connection or a contagion somewhere, hindi ako pwedeng I cannot go into a guessing game. See, I have to act. And better, baski na kung di wala mangyari. But if there is already contagion and there are cases which need to be attended to, then government can move faster. It's better to assume that it is true because what you would need only is the validation at makagalaw na kaagad tayo. But let me make this clear. This is not martial law. Under the Constitution, martial law is declared when there is invasion, rebellion, or public safety requires it. Alam mo itong mga ganito, when you are the freedom of movement is sometimes curtailed. Sabihin ng mga tao, martial law. This is not a martial law. Martial law is yung rebellion, may away, itong public safety requires it. Ngayon, kung may invasion, ganun rin, martial law. But wala dito, walang invasion, walang rebellion, and public safety does not public safety requires it. Itong but and kasi, so hindi ito kailangan natin. Hindi ito martial law, huwag kayong matakot. Walang magdi-display ng baril dyan except yung mga member ng armed forces o police. Ang kalaban natin pag martial law ay ang mga tao na sumasalakay at naghihimagsik. Pero sa panahong ito, ang kalaban natin ay tayo at ang sakit na COVID. But let us make no mistake. We are in the fight for the lives. We are at war against a vicious and invisible enemy, one that cannot be seen by the naked eye. In this extraordinary war, we are all soldiers. Lahat po tayo ay sundalo sa digmaan nito. Bata man o matanda, lalaki o babae, bawat Pilipino, anumang estado sa buhay, ay maituturing na sundalo sa digmaan na ito. Of course, the formalities of our doctors, health professionals, and health workers, to whom we will forever be thankful. In due time, we shall express to them our gratitude in a more tangible way. When this crisis is over, in the meantime, I have directed the DBM and DOH to find a way to best compensate our health workers. You know, the last time I saw, we had a meeting, and I saw Andrea Domingo sa Pangkor. Sinabi ko sa kanya kung may pera siya. At sinabi ko, ibuhos mo yung pera nito kasi kailangan natin. So, Pagcor alone donated 2 billion for inibigay sa task force for the fight against COVID. Yun, pera yung nasa line agencies na nasa kanila na nandiyan na yun. Ito pang dagdag. I hope na may pera pa tayo. I am sure we have. We have the money. Kasi sa administrasyon ko to, sinasabi ko sa iyo, may pera tayo. We've been able to save and we have been very sparing in yung mga gastos-gastos natin. Wala we do not have any expenses in government that are unnecessary or yung mga nakikita ko na projects which are bound to fail, talagang kinakat ko na. Sinasabi ko na wag yan. Maybe because without being really maghambog ako, hindi naman ako, dahil matagal kasi akong mayor at nakikita ko ang takbo ng isang bagay na kung hindi karapat-dapat para sa gobyerno, pinuputol ko na kagad.
Excuse me, Mr. President. Na-miss lang ni mo ning isa ka kuan. Kani pagbasa nimo na-miss nimo ning naka-circuit. Pakibasa na lang sa ulo.
Wala ko dito.
Yes, na dire ni lock from dire ni lock daw ka. Pakibasa lang aning kana.
May si Senator Goma, he has very sharp eyes. And kailangan basahan ko ito, nakaligtaan ko raw. It will be an enhanced quarantine during which the movement of everyone will be significantly limited. Work in public and private sectors shall be limited to a work-at-home arrangement. If such an arrangement is not feasible, kung pwede mo matrabaho ito, tingi sa bahay mo, okay. Pero kung wala na, if you have no choice, you have to stay home. You have to contribute to the fight. Lahat tayo may contribution. Ako, ikaw. Lahat tayo magbigay ng kanya-kanyang gift to the government, and that is by obeying the laws, obeying the regulations. Everyone will stay at home, leaving their houses only to buy food, medicine, and other basic necessary for survival in the coming days. Only such establishment will provide these basic necessities and services will be open. Do not be scared about this. Huwag kayong matakot na ganito. Pwede man kayong lumabas, bili ng pagkain, and if the eateries and the mga restaurants, mga karinderya are able to operate, so by all means, ang dito is huwag kayong mag-isa-isa. Total yung naman luto, mantika, yan eh. Kung may mantika ka dyan na bumubula, pakibuhos na lang yung virus dyan sa pagtaragis na kaya. Kaya I'm not changing galit ako sa virus na yan. My fellow Filipinos, I fully understand the apprehension that you feel, and I know that it will be difficult to many of us in the next few days while this quarantine is in effect. Huwag kayong matakot. Ako na nagsasabi sa iyo, huwag kayong matakot. At kung yung barangay captain ninyo ay tatamad-tamaran, siya ang puntahan ko. Remember, if there is a barangay captain who does not fulfill his duty in going around and trying to find out how the citizens are faring, if you are afraid to die of COVID-19, then you have no business being a barangay captain. Kami naman dito, ang military, which the coming days, sila rin, kung maglala ito, then kami, together with the rest of the military and the police, kung mamatay kami, kung pwede magdasal kayo, magdasal kayo sa amin. Pag ayaw mo rin, wag na lang. Okay lang. Yung mga kaibigan namin sa kabila, total, magkita man tayo sa impyerno balang araw. My fellow Filipinos,
resume nakabalik kayo. Dali na. Putol na.
Okay. Dito na naman. This come in chapters. All we have is a responsibility to fight this disease and prevent it from spreading to our fellow men. The social distancing measures, yung pagdistansya mo, kanina nga, pagdating ko, gusto ko ah, makipagdamano kay Secretary Guevara. Tinanggihan niya ako. Tinago niya yung kamay niya sa dibdib niya. So, ibig sabihin, ayaw niya. Sige. Ayaw niyang mahawa. But ulitin ko baka sabihin ninyo ito para sa lahat. Ang gobyerno, ang taga-gobyerno, unahin ko na, yung na-assign dyan sa front line sa COVID, if you are there assigned, and if you feel that you are not ready to maybe have the problems of being sick, you can tell your superior. We will have, pagka wala na kasing iba, kung takot na lahat, ang papasok, ang armed forces pati ang police. Sila yung magdala. And sabi ko nga, kung mamatay sila, I would also like to join them para walang masabi ang tao. Ba't kami lalabasin? Ako, lalabas ako. You will see me. Ay, lalabas ako. Hindi ako maniwala niyang kasi ako may ibang doctrine ako sa buhay. And that is kung panahon ko na. Either COVID, bala, crash, o ano man. Hindi ako mag-survive ng COVID, hindi ako karapat-dapat maging mayor dito sa Pilipinas. We all have a responsibility to fight this disease and prevent it from spreading to our fellow men. The social distancing measures are necessary to kill the adversary. Huwag kayo masyadong tama I congratulate Secretary Guevara for being ever conscious of the danger. Actually, it's danger. Uuwi siya sa bahay maya, tapos sa mga anak niya. So, bantay kayo kasi pag uwi ninyo, kung saan kayo na dikit-dikit yung mga pawis ninyo, yun na, pipila kayo. Kayong mga may negosyante, slow down, tone down your business, or if possible, entirely stop cessation muna sa operations. Total ilang araw na to. Kasi yung incubation is 14 days. So itong 14 days, malaman na natin kung ilan pa ang madagdag. Mag-ano lang kayo. Cooperate. Total para ito sa ating lahat. Our response, therefore, is to not leave any quarter of our enemy by preventing close contact. The only way to ensure this effectivity at this time is to put in effect the enhanced quarantine that I have described to last until April 12 or earlier once we acquire further information warranting the relaxation of the measure. Titignan, kaya sabi ko everyday, nung sinabi ko everyday, sila, medyo nakasimangot, sabi ko lahat ng cabinet member, si Bilio, medyo sad face. Kasi, ewan ko kung saan siya maglakad. But the problem is, I said, bayad tayo ng tao at ipakita natin ang katrabaho tayo. So we meet every day to assess at bilang. As of today, ang patay 12. At ang yung 140. Hindi tataas yan pag sumunod kayo. Wala makapitan itong si virus eh. Yawa na ito. Wala siyang makapitan. Kung magmalayo ka at a distance, mag-ubo siya, you just turn around. In the meantime, I have directed the DSWD, DOLE, DOF, and other agencies to put in place with utmost dispatch and all feasible measures that will ease the burden of the community quarantine in our country, especially those who are living on daily wages and small, medium enterprises. We shall make sure that during these trying times, all of you will feel government concern in you for your welfare. Kasi sinabi ko, huwag kayong matakot. We will devise a way that yun namang malalaki kung makatulong kayo sa mga liliit. For example, yung mga sari-sari, maubukan sila ng supply. They can go to you, maybe sign a promissory note in the meantime. With the government as a guarantee, I will guarantee that I will pay you. Ako na magsasabi, hindi na kailangan memorandum yan. All you have to do is to remind me, and I'm placing it as a matter of my oath of office. Kung wala, bigyan lang ninyo, yung tama lang. The usual orders, tapos kung walang hindi makabayad, ako na ang babayad. Siguraduhin natin na madarama ninyo ang malasakit at pagmamahal sa inyong gobyerno sa panahong ito. Ang problema, hindi lahat nagmamahal ng gobyerno natin itong. Kaya mga NPA nagmamahal kayo sa gobyerno? Pag hindi tumulong kayo, distancing, at huwag ninyo muna galawin ang mga sundalo, ano muna tayo? Yung ceasefire lang. Ceasefire muna tayo. Ako na ang naghihingi. Ceasefire. Kindly give me that. If you really want that we will be at all times on talking terms in this time of crisis, kindly cooperate and help. Mas mabuti pa tumulong muna kayo. I will repay you with a good heart in the coming days. To the private sector, I have this appeal. Magbayanihan kayo. Na kailangan, basta ang barangay captain. You know, we all have everything that you need. It does not mean to say that when you are sick, when you need medical attention, walang magdala sa iyo. Hindi yan. Hindi sabihin na kung may magwala dyan, walang pulis. Meron nga ng pulis nga nakakalat eh. And remember what I said. Obey the police and the military. Do not quarrel with them and do not start ruckus that would amount to a violation because you will be arrested and brought to prison. Disobedience of authority, baka nagkamali ako, then acts of public disturbance. You can be arrested. Sumunod lang kayo at wala tayong problema. To the industry players, business leaders, foundation, and the like, I would like to join hands with you and combine our efforts in fighting COVID-19 as one nation, as one people. While the government is doing its best, we can more effectively contain the spread of the virus if we adopt a united approach. Maraming pwedeng maitulong ang pribadong sektor para mapagaan ang hirap ng ating kababayan sa ating bayan. Ito lang po ang pag-release ng 13-month pay kahit prorated lang. Yung i-divide mo sa mga buwan. Prorated lang, tulong na iyan ay ating mga kababayan habang naka-quarantine. Pagbigay ng moratorium on rental fees para sa mga renters and tenants. Huwag mo niyong bilangin yung araw na hindi makapagtrabaho, hindi makalabas yung ating mga kababayan. Hindi ko sinasabi batas ito. Hindi ko sinasabi regulasyon ito. But sinasabi ko, kung ikaw ay Pilipino nagmahal ng kapwa mo tao, baka, you can mitigate the hardship. Wala na nga nakakulong na nga, wala nga nakain. So mag-isip pa sila. Ngayon, kung ayaw mo, huwag mong pilitin na magbayad. Patirahin mo muna dyan sa lugar niya, ako ang magbayad. Ganon rin. I swear to you upon my oath of office, I will pay kung hindi sila makabayad. Pagbibigay ng 1 month reprieve sa bills payments ng basic utility providers. Gawan po natin ng paraan na mapagaan ang gastusin ng ating mga kababayan sa panahong ito at para maiwasan pa rin ang paglabas ng mga tao. But anyway, I have said my facility for the Tagalog dialect is quite terrible. Pero I hope that you can understand my language. Pagtulong ng big business sa mga small and medium scale enterprises. Tulungan din sana ng malaking kumpanya ang mga maliliit na negosyante para hindi mamatay ang kabuhayan nila. I urge our business leaders to find ways to help small businesses and ease the burden which is felt by the ordinary citizen right now. In relation to this, I would be happy that several big businesses and companies have already expressed their willingness to partner with government in this time of crisis. I've mentioned a little while ago the businesses that I think are already into the activity of helping our medium scale businessmen. So I hope I'll go around. So I hope that I will be able to see one of these act of a big business helping the small ones. Ngayon pa lang magpapasalamat na po ako sa inyong tulong. Maraming salamat galing po sa puso ko. My countrymen, again, we discuss our most potent weapons in this war against COVID-19 are not bullets or ammunition, but our compassion and consideration for our Filipinos in the next few years. Ito hindi ito giyera. Ang problema nito, yung bala ng sakit, yung mag-atsing, mag-ubo, tapos whatever that will pass. Yung iba naman maghawak. Ito hindi ako nagpapatawa, ha? At hindi ako nagbabastos ng tao. May mga Pilipino gano'n eh. Pagka sikma gano'n, gano'n na sa kamay. Tapos kung ano yung pinakamalapit, kahoy, upuan, ganon sa kamay. Marami yan. Marami akong nakikita na ganon. Yung minsan, yung ganon lang. Tapos, ganon. Si Iwan. If that person is already positive for investigation na lalala talaga ang sitwasyon natin. So those for those who are really into something like that, kindly avoid. Yung bastos na gawin. Walang iba yan. Bisaya yan, binastos. Hindi mo naman dapat gawin yan. And those are the things that you should do para hindi Our countrymen are most potent weapons in this war against COVID-19. Wala naman to. As I have said before, they are not our enemy. They are simply to ensure the movement of every person during the next few weeks. We'll be consistent and we will not derail our collective efforts against the disease. Again, do not fear. Wala kayong katapat-takutan sa military pati police. They are just there to execute order. Hindi naman nila order. Order dito sa itaas yan, dito sa amin. So, inuulit-ulit kasi yung reminder. You should love your military man. Namamatay na nga yan sa gera. Kita mo, uuwi na doon sa kanila, kabaong na lang. You should feel for your soldiers and police. They are not your enemies. Though sometimes, if you are a criminal, or if you do something, I said, which is not in consonance with the public good, masita ka. But I said, those are the things that can happen in a democracy. That there's always a police. Paski anong klase, autocratic, diktador ka, kailangan mo ang police. Dito, we are a democracy. And we try to really act as one. If you are doing nothing wrong, and if you don't quarrel with them, please do not. Pero hindi ka naman sabihin mo, may baril yan, gamitin yan. Depende lang kung may baril ka rin. Pero kung sigaw-sigaw ka lang dyan, naturally, I said, that is a disturbance of the public order. And that is the time that you can be arrested for disobedience. Otherwise, the police and the military do not have any business at all interfering with your lives. Kung dito na lang, mag-shortcut na lang, haba eh. As I end, I solemnly urge everyone to pray to the Almighty God, who has the power to defeat every enemy, visible or invisible. Pray for all doctors and health professionals and workers. Pray for your government. Pray for the country. Even as we maintain physical distance from each other, let us remain strong, united in spirit, to fight this dreaded disease. And with our unity, the blessing of God, we shall overcome. Maraming salamat